Hello, Phil here from Wings of Pegasus and welcome to Livestream Saturday. I hope you guys have had a great week and I have some action that happened before the stream even started in the super chat window, so let's get straight into it because 58 Marine donated $20. Thank you so much for that, and the message was, I really like your acoustic guitar solos, more ? So thank you so much for the kind words and for that donation, but also hello to everybody in the live chat room tonight and all of you guys that were in the chat room before this live stream even started, and thank you so much for hitting that thumbs up before we even started. So we're already at 45 likes, so we're getting a bit of a head start to our 200 target that we try and hit with the live streams. So thank you everybody for that, and going into the future in this live stream, if you do get a chance to hit that thumbs up, it would be massively appreciated. So we have some action in the chat room, the names going through, and in the super chat window. But hello, Debbie, and Kathy's in the house as well, moderating tonight. And I think Laurie and Corey and Carla and everybody's in the house. Susan and Dennis Cook as well. Paula, hello, KADJ, all of you guys in there. So we've also had more action in the super chat window. Let me just get into, first of all, mentioning my patrons because they make this all possible in the first place, and I'm going to get their names going across the bottom of the screen during the whole live stream. So thank you guys, you know who you are, and as I always say, their names do pop up in the super chat window as well. So thank you guys so much for your support. So into that window now. Peter has donated €5. Thank you for that, Peter. And the message is, watched your analysis of Don McLean's American Pie performance today. Enjoyed it a lot. Love your channel and music rock with some rock horns. So thank you for that, Peter. Thank you for watching and for the donation tonight as well. And Michaeline's in the house. Hello, Michaeline. And it's a donation of $4.99. Thank you for that. The message is, hope all is well with you and yours. So thank you for that, Michaeline. And yes, everything's fine with me at the moment. Our Prime Minister here, Boris Johnson, has got coronavirus now, unfortunately, so he's in isolation. But pretty much everyone now is starting to get the message just to stay at home and keep your distance from people as well if you do have to go out. But thank you, Michaeline, for that donation. And Linda is in the house as well. Hello, Linda. And Linda has donated $5. Thank you for that. And the message is, so in an hour, will your time skip to 2 a.m? Remember to tell everyone about your time change with a winky face. And yes, in 1 hour and just under that now, it's going to jump forward for us here in the UK. Hopefully with the live streaming and YouTube, it automatically calculates it so that you can look at the screen and it will count down so you guys know when it's about to go live, and hopefully you won't have to do too many adjustments if you rely on the event notification. And if you've clicked the bell, and I think there's a box that you can tick as well to get notified about every live stream and every video, and if you've done that, it means that YouTube will just tell you when it's about to happen. But yes, our clocks here go forward in about an hour's time, so if you do need to work that out for the next live stream on Tuesday night, then it's just something to be aware of. But thank you, Linda, for that donation, and also for mentioning that time change. And we've had another donation from Jim, and this is for $5. Thank you for that, Jim, and this is just a straight up donation. So we're going to be doing the same as normal with these live streams, getting through a few videos. Thank you everybody for answering my request of requests over on Patreon, because we have a couple of acoustic numbers tonight, and also one from a live performance. I think I played that last week, but it's got requested again, so I'm going to be playing that, and also one of my original music videos. So we'll be getting into all of that soon, and everybody rolling in. It looks like we might have Mario in the house already. I haven't seen his username go through, but there it is. So everyone say hello to Mario in the live chat room, because that's what we do on the live streams, because Mario is, well, you can see he's a legend in these parts because he's sent me a couple of guitars, one of which you can see behind me, and the other one's just out of shot at the moment. But yes, it's a Steve Vai Gem signature model that's actually signed by him as well. Ibanez make that if you're interested. But thank you so much to Mario again for that. But he is in the house, so everybody say hello, Mario. We are going to be jumping into the first video of the night, and this was requested over on Patreon, and it was requested by Debbie, and this is the acoustic version of my song called Amelia, and I think I go through the whole explanation as to what I'm doing before I actually start singing and playing, so we're going to be getting into that now, and I hope you guys enjoy this. If you can give this live stream a thumbs up, that would be massively appreciated, and also a massive thank you to Jen, who was in the chat room before the live stream started with a lot of other people, of course, because we had some spike of the likes even before the live stream started. Thank you everyone for that. But I said that I'd set up the live stream, and usually I'm going right to the wire, and it's going to be midnight, and it's like 58 minutes or 59 minutes past 11, and I'm rushing to get everything done. But then for some reason tonight I finished a little bit early. I don't know why that was, but with about 5 minutes to go, Jen said, "Have you plugged the mug?" and put it on the chat room, and I hadn't done that. So thank you, Jen, for that reminder, and I knew there was something that I'd forgotten. It's always the mug. But anyway, as I'm talking about it, here's a plug of the mug, which you can get at the top of the chat room if you want to pick yourselves up one of these, and you can also get it in the tray underneath the videos where t-shirts are as well, which I do actually have on here, the official Wings of Pegasus t-shirt, and it says London, England on it as well, just in case you don't know where I am. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Quickly, before we get into my Amelia video, Marilyn has donated $5. Thank you for that, Marilyn, and the message is: "Thank you for what you do and hope you and your family are well. This is for your $1 million smile." So thank you for that. And I'm not sure if somebody wants to give me, well, give me $1 million for my smile. That's absolutely fine by me. But thank you, Marilyn, for the kind words. And Carla has just dropped into the super chat as well. Hello, Carla. And thank you for joining me tonight. And all of the moderators, just a massive shout out to you guys for doing what you do in the comments section. So, Carla, thank you. And it's been a donation of $4.99. The message is: "The pinned mug keeps popping up after I dismiss it. Any way you can fix that? I have dismissed it over 15 times and even left and come back. Thanks." So I'm not sure what that means, if you're trying to get rid of it or if you're clicking on it and something's happening. I'm not sure, Carla. I don't know, because all I can do is pin it and it just says that the mug is pinned, and whatever that happens or whatever happens then, it's then YouTube that sorts that all that stuff out. So I don't know how to rectify that, unfortunately, but maybe some people know in the chat room how to work that. I can see that it's stuck on screen at the moment, so I'll adjust that while this video is playing, and I hope you guys enjoy this. It's my acoustic version of Amelia. As always, I'm going to be in the chat room while this is playing, and I'll see you guys after this. Rock! Alright, Phil here, Wings of Pegasus, and I had a little bit of spare time, so I thought I'd whip down an acoustic version of a track called Amelia, which will be on the album once it comes out. Now, I've decided to sit on the squeakiest chair ever. Hopefully that won't affect it too much. Now, the idea that I've got in my head is to play along like a version now, and then play along to that version afterwards, and then hopefully sort of sync it up somehow. But it should work. In my head, I think it's going to be fine. So let's see. Imagine if I told you all the things that I never took the time to tell. Even if I told you talking. Amelia, Amelia, how could you leave me on this way? I knew I should have stayed away. Amelia, Amelia, there's nothing more left to say. It's time to go our separate ways. They say that time is a healer. I don't believe what they say. I'm broken anyway. Ever since we parted, all this pain started. It's never ending. On a roll, this emptiness. Each time I try to get inside, you're on a mile. No time for talking. Amelia, Amelia, how could you lead me on this way? I knew I should have stayed away. Amelia, Amelia, there's nothing more left to say. It's time to go our separate ways. Don't tell me you love me when you're sorry. It's not enough. Ooh, no. Only this time I woke and broken free. Amelia, Amelia, how could you lead me on this way? I knew I should have stayed away. Amelia, Amelia, there's nothing more left to say. It's time to go our separate ways. Amelia, Amelia, how could you lead me on this way? I knew I should have stayed away. Amelia, 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 Amelia. Cheers. And there we have it. That is the acoustic version of my song called Amelia, which you can get not actually anywhere, but you can get the original version of that song on my album, which is available at wingsofpegasus.com. But maybe it's something that I can try and do in the future to get the acoustic version out there as well, and maybe get it on iTunes and Amazon and those places as well. But if you want to check out the recorded version, then head over there, and that's also on iTunes and Amazon on the album called Persistence. And hopefully everything is working with this live stream at the moment. Over the last few weeks, the internet has been unreliable, so I'm always going to say that it's potentially going to drop out at any time. Who knows, especially with everybody being online, because everyone's self-isolating at the moment and not leaving their houses. But hopefully, fingers crossed, we will be okay. It seems to be alright. The problem that I have is that if it does cut out, I just keep on talking and then nobody's watching at all. But we will see how we get on tonight. We have had a bit of action in the super chat window, and Empress Mermaid has donated $2. Thank you for that. And the message is, hey there, with an exclamation mark. So thank you for that donation, and thank you everybody in the super chat window tonight for these donations already, and for hitting that thumbs up button. And it's a great time to spike the likes, and it's actually always a great time to spike the likes, but thank you everybody who's hit that thumbs up. We've just had another bit of action in the super chat window, and this is Sally, who has donated $5. Thank you for that, Sally. The message is, can you analyse Chris Stapleton and his wife's cover of Amanda at the Grand Ole Opry, please? So that is something that I can do. I can put that on the list. Thank you for that request, Sally, and for the donation. And also, I hope everybody is appreciating my new pronunciation of the Grand Ole Opry, because I said it wrong once, but then have stuck to, hopefully, fingers crossed, the correct pronunciation. Maybe I'm still saying it incorrectly, who knows, but we will see in the live chat room. You guys can just take that and run with it. But anyway, we've had another donation. Thank you, Sally, for that. And Kevin has donated $5 as well. Thank you for that, Kevin. The message is, been worried about Percy Johnson's family. Hope they are okay, ? And the, well, it's open for a sequel, I guess, because nobody's really sure what's happened. And if you don't know what I'm talking about or what Kevin's talking about, that is one of my songs called Percy Johnson on that same album, Persistence. And it's a story about a guy whose family get kidnapped and all that kind of stuff. It's just more like a movie kind of thing than a song, but it would be interesting as a movie as well. Maybe one day, you never know. But thank you, Kevin, for that donation, and for everybody joining in tonight and hitting that thumbs up. It looks like already we're at 157 likes. That can't be right, surely, because we've only been on air, on stream, for 17 minutes. So thank you everybody for hitting that thumbs up, all of the support that we get on these live streams on Tuesday as well. And we've just had a little bit of action again. This is Debbie, who has popped into the super chat window, and it's a donation of $4.99. Thank you for that. And the message is, thanks Phil for that beautiful song. So thank you, Debbie, for the kind words. And thank you everybody for answering my requests over on Patreon before I start this, because it really helps me out with uploading videos for the software that I use in order to do this live stream, because I have to do that all before I start, so then I can click hopefully on the right link if I've done it, and then it should all work. But thank you guys so much for that. And just to let you know as well that all of the people in the super chat window are massively appreciated. Even something that I want to bring up before we even started, we did have a donation before the live stream, so thank you guys so much for all of the support. It really does make a difference. We have had another one in there, and this is Carl. Thank you, Carl, for this $5 donation. The message is, hi Phil, as usual, for the post-corona Cross the Pond tour rock. So thank you for that, Carl. We'll see what happens with this crazy time that we're living in with coronavirus, but everybody stay safe, and hopefully things will get back to normal relatively soon. I think it's just in everybody's hands to really see the back of the virus, or at least keep it under control, because if we just all stay at home and don't go out and mingle, then it's really cutting off the possibility for it to spread. So if everyone can do that, then it's the most important thing, to give all of the healthcare workers and the NHS here in the UK just half a chance to try and look after the people that need all of the care. But anyway, thank you so much for that, Carl. And another donation has come in from Scott, and this is for £2. So hello, Scott, and welcome to the live stream from the UK as well. And Analyze Sananda Maitreya's holding on to you live. So thank you for that, Scott, and for that suggestion. I'll make a note of that. And Angela has donated $5. Thank you for that, Angela. And the message is, our requests only your songs. So what happens on the live streams is I play one cover, because that's the most straightforward way of doing it copyright wise, because if there's multiple songs, then you have different copyrights, and they can only put one advert on the live stream if they want to put adverts on the live stream. So it makes it easier that way. And the other songs, I usually play 3 other videos, which are then my original songs, because I own the copyrights to those, so it's a lot easier for me, even though I do get a copyright claim on those, but that's okay, it's from myself and the publishing company that looks after my music for me. So that's all fine. So yeah, on the live streams, it's always that format. But thank you, Angela, for that $5 donation. We are going to be jumping in to the next video. Just before I do, I want to mention something that happened today. There was a comment from Leon Russell's daughter and her name is Honey, and she was watching the video that I did on Leon Russell. It was 2 days ago or 3 days ago, something like that, and she had some very kind words to say. So thank you to Honey for even watching the video and commenting as well. I have pinned that comment to the top of the comment section on that video that I did on Leon, so hopefully you guys can read through that and you'll be able to see it at the top there. But a massive thank you for those kind words, like I said. But it's great when you get connections with people that were at, well, first-hand experience. Their actual life is what I'm analysing in a way, because, you know, Leon being her dad and being such a legend in the industry that actually, I think, as she mentioned, was more often than not in the background, or at least a lot of the stuff that he did and artists that he played with, the artists took the limelight, when in fact it's actually Leon that was doing a hell of a lot of the work and was responsible for so much success for so many other bands and artists. But anyway, you can watch that Leon video if you want. It's, like I said, a couple of days ago, maybe 3 days ago. So you'll just be able to type that in YouTube and you'll be able to find that. With, if you put the tag, or the, I guess it's called a tag of British guitarist analyzes, and then any name after that, you'll be able to find if I've done a video on them in the past. And I have been doing this for about 2 years every night, so it's probably likely that you're going to find the artist that you're looking for. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight and for these donations as well. We have had another donation, and this is from Marge, and it is for $2. Thank you for that, Marge. The message is how to make squash crush. Husband grows squash. And maybe this is related to the drink that I have, which is called orange squash. Here in the UK, it is a concentrated form of orange juice that you then add water to, and because it dilutes it, it now makes it less orangey and less sweet, but just like a nice drink to have. Because if you just have the concentrate, it's really sweet, because obviously it's just orange juice that's been concentrated just massively. So then you add water to it and then you get orange squash. So I'm not sure whether you're talking about the same thing, and squash crush maybe is something in the USA. I don't think we have that here, but thank you, Marge, for that donation. And we have had a $5 donation from Jamie Evich. Or Jamie Vich, or Jamie Vick. Thank you so much for that donation. And the message is, hey Phil, love your channel. Can you analyze Gilbert O'Sullivan's Alone again naturally? So thank you for that donation, and it's something that I will add to the list. So I do go through the live stream and the super chat to try and get all of these requests down on the list, and I will do that. So thank you for that request and for the donation. And we've had another donation. This is from Anna Colleen for $5. Thank you so much for that, Anna, or Anna Colleen, if that's the full name, or maybe the surname with the first name. I don't want to confuse myself, but thank you, Anna Colleen, for this donation of $5. The message is, hey, I enjoy your music. So thank you for those kind words. And James has donated $5. Thank you guys for these donations. It's massively appreciated. And the message is, hope this donation goes through. Love your videos, Phil, plus you're a real talent. So thank you for the kind words, James, and for the donation. And Dave has donated $5 as well. So thank you for that, Dave. I can't see a message with that at the moment, but if there is one, I'll be able to refresh the screen while the next video is playing, and we'll be able to sort that out. So we're going to be jumping into the next video, and this is my cover of Iris. And this was one that was requested quite a lot, but I didn't have it because it was on my old computer, but fortunately now I do have it here, and this was requested by Linda and Lucy over on Patreon. So thank you guys for requesting this one. It's my cover of Iris, and this was by the Goo Goo Dolls, the version that I'm sure everybody knows. And thank you for the request. I'm going to be in the chat room as always. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you get a chance to hit that thumbs up, it would be massively appreciated. And I'll see you guys after. Rock! Well, I'd give
stop forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. And all I can taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your life. When sooner or later it's over, I just don't wanna miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. Whenever there's a made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And you can't fight the tears that ain't coming, or the moment of truth in your lies. When everything feels like the movies, yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. Whenever there's a made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am.
And there we have it. That was my version of the Irish song by the Goo Goo Dolls. And thank you so much for requesting that over on Patreon. That's Linda and Lucy. We are going to be looking in the super chat window again because Dave donated $5. Thank you for that, Dave. There was no message, but I then saw in the chat room that Dave said it didn't allow him to type in the super chat or when he was donating. So I have got this comment up. Hopefully this is the right one. I think it is. It says, and this is from Dave, "Hi Phil, I'm 55 and have seen tons of live shows, but your videos and your commentary I have opened my eyes in new ways, or have opened my eyes in new ways. Have you done Bela Flack yet? Worth a look." So I haven't, to my knowledge, so that's another one that I'll put on the list. And thank you, Dave, for that donation, and apologies that you couldn't put in the question. I don't know why that happened, but fortunately we got there in the end. And we've had another donation, and this is coming in from Natural Pro 2003, and it's for $5, so thank you for that. The message is, "I subscribed recently to your page. I am no musician, but like your video analysis I hope analyze more songs by Rush. Keep up your good work with some rock horns. So thank you for those kind words, and I'm sure Rush will be covered again in the future at some point, because it is a band that do get requested quite a lot. But thank you so much for that donation. We've had another one that has just come in from Glamgal710 for $2. Thank you so much for that. The message is fill with, and then heart your songs, thank you, smile and make 'em wonder with a heart. And that's Karen, so thank you so much for that donation, Karen, and for the pictures in that message as well. But hello everybody in the live chat room. Let's have a look who's in the house. We have T. Larson and Edward and Rhonda in the house, and Anna Colleen and Natural Pro, hello, and Joe and Susan and Dennis Cook, hello guys. And then Reb and Elusive Rainbow in there as well, and Virginia, hello guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Now, it looks like maybe the quality of the live stream is going to be going down somewhat, because it says the stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. So that is bit rate. It's a technical term which means rate of bits. So we will see what happens. Hopefully you can still hear me and see me, and that's about as technical as I get with all of the live stream and the different ways of explaining it and all the terms. But anyway, thank you everyone for staying with me, and if it does cut out, it cuts out. It's just the way that it works with the internet at the moment, like I mentioned earlier. So we're going to be jumping into the next video, and this again was another request over on Patreon, and this was Abby who asked to listen to We Can Fall Down. And I think I played this on Tuesday, but I can't remember because I got such a bad memory, and one analysis video blends into the next one. And when I say to someone, oh yeah, I did that video last week, I then realise it's probably about a month ago or probably 3 months ago, because the time just disappears. But just before we get into the video, we have had another donation, and this is Robin, who has donated $2.99. Thank you for that, Robin. The message is keep up the good work. So thank you, Robin. I'll try my best. Pretty much with what I do on YouTube, I am self-isolated anyway, so I'm just in this room. If I'm not doing the analysis videos, then I'm practicing one of these instruments behind me. But thank you, Robin, for that donation, and everybody for tuning in tonight. And if you do get a chance, let's have a spike of the likes. And I remembered the mug again, and hopefully that thing at the top is still there for the people that want it, and maybe it's not there for the people that don't want it. I'm not sure how it works, but it might be the case that it's always there. And as long as it doesn't get in the way of the comments, if it then starts making it so that people can't read what's going on, then that's a bit of an issue. And with my screen, if I drag the bottom of the screen down, it makes the comment section longer, so you can see more of the comments. I don't know whether that's the same on you guys watching it from the live stream point of view, but when I'm looking at the screen in the YouTube studio, that's what happens. So maybe that's something that can be tried if it isn't quite working to see the comments. But thank you everybody for the thumbs up, because it looks like we are at 221 likes already. Maybe this is something that YouTube is getting wrong, because we aim for 200 likes at the end of the live stream, which is probably about an hour or just over an hour, and we've been going for 35 minutes already. It doesn't seem like we've been going for that long, but the time always flies with these live streams, and it looks like we've got 222 likes. So thank you everybody for hitting that thumbs up, and if you haven't done it already, you can still hit that thumbs up, and we'll see where we end up. Maybe we'll get close to a record, and we'll have to start looking in the record books to see how many likes we got in our best ever live stream. That might have been New Year's Eve. trying to think of the amount of likes we got, because certainly New Year's Eve I wasn't expecting anybody to watch, and then loads of you guys were here, so thank you for joining me then and just seeing in 2020 with me live. So we're going to be jumping into this video. It is We Can Fall Down, again one of my original songs. This is from the live stream gig that I did. I hope you enjoy this live version of it, and I'll be in the chat room as always while this is playing, and I'll see you guys after this. Rock! And there we have it. That was my song called We Can Fall Down. There's a little bit of a delay from me coming back into the screen, but we got there in the end. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. And we have had a bit of action in the super chat window. So first of all, I'm gonna have to scroll up here. Thank you guys so much for all of this tonight. Abby has donated $5. Thank you for that, Abby. And the message is, I remembered you played it on Tuesday right after I requested, but again is always good. So thank you for that, Abby, and for clearing it up. And also letting me know that I did indeed play it on Tuesday, so I'm not going crazy, but it is something that I do ask for the videos, and as soon as I get a few replies, I generally check at about 11:30 and sometimes a little bit later, but I have to get the videos into the software, so it takes a little bit of time, and that's usually why I'm rushing all the time before then starting the live stream at like 1 minute to 12. I'm still organising everything, but thank you so much for that, Abby, and the request. And Shirley's in the house as well. Hello, Shirley. And she has donated $24.99. Thank you so much for that. The message is, thanks for these meetings. Look forward to them. Congratulations on your Leon Russell contact. And there's a guy with sunglasses and some rock horns. So thank you for that, Shirley. And this is the good thing about the internet and live streaming, is that everyone can join in virtually, and we can just about still stay sane. I don't know why my brain is giving me a tongue twister like that, but it is good, you know what I mean, because sometimes being isolated is difficult, especially if you are a social person, you like going out and having a chat with your mates, but fortunately we do have the internet, so we can still do calls across the internet and all that kind of stuff, and live streams like this. But thank you, Shirley, for that donation. And we've had another donation from Harlot, who has donated $4.99. Thank you for that. The message is, I challenged my husband to learn an Yngwie Malmsteen song on guitar during the self-quarantine period. What do you think his chances are? With a smiley face. And I think it depends how long he's been playing for. I think even people that have been playing for a very long time, it would certainly be a challenge. And if he's starting from scratch, then it will definitely see him through the self-quarantine period, without doubt. But thank you so much, Harlot, for that donation. And we've had Tiffy T, who has donated $2.99. Thank you so much for that. And we've just got some animated rock horns being thrust forward, so thank you for that, Tiffy T. And Lynn is in the house as well, and Lynn has donated $50. Thank you so much for this, Lynn. On my screen at the moment I can't see the message, but hopefully you guys can see it on your screen, and I'm just going to check it here. The message is, thanks for uniting people from all over the planet with something cool while we are unfortunately being united by something awful. So thank you, Lynn. And it is true that everybody is going through this, and there are so many people that are being affected, but we've just got to pull together. And it's weird in a way that we've got to pull together by staying apart. Everybody has got to just keep themselves isolated and stay away from everybody, at least for the few weeks. I know that the incubation period is around 2 or 3 weeks, something like that. I don't know, maybe 10 days, so maybe between 1 and 2 weeks. But just listen to the doctors, don't listen to me in terms of figuring out facts about the virus. All I know is to keep yourself isolated and try and stop contact with people that aren't your family, and if they're not in the same house, don't even go to visit family. That's something that I've been doing here, not visiting family, just staying and isolating and just giving everybody a chance out there to get things under control. But thank you, Lynn, so much for that donation. And we've had a donation from Joe Guns, who has donated $25. Thank you so much for that, Joe. There's no message with that, just a straight up donation, so thank you for that donation. And Jen, who I thanked earlier in this live stream, has donated $5. Thank you so much for that, Jen. The message is, how many pizzas have you ordered this week, with an inquisitive face? And the answer to that is 1. So this is something that once a week I allow myself. I say I allow myself. I feel like if I have fast food more than once a week, then I start to feel like I'm becoming unhealthy and all that kind of stuff. So I have 1 pizza a week, or 1 kind of fast food. but it was pizza, especially considering that on the news all the places were closing and all of the fast food places that you go in to eat at were closed. So I think the pizza that I bought was a panic purchase, because I thought, what happens if they stop delivering pizza? I'm going to have to make the most of this last pizza. So I ordered one, and maybe I'll do the same. It's a good excuse to panic purchase a pizza because of a potential shortage or them stopping doing it. So I'll probably do that next week as well. But thank you so much for that donation. And also we've had a little bit more action, quite a lot more action. Thank you guys so much for this in the super chat window. And we have had one from Lucy, who has donated, again, $19.99. Thank you for that, Lucy. The message is just for being you and keeping us entertained and sane with some rock horns, heart, and peace. So thank you, Lucy, for that. And John has donated $10. Thank you for that, John. And hopefully that this is all working with the comment. It seems to be. The message is, love you analysis videos. Could you please, when possible, analyze Elton John's Funeral for a Friend / Love Lies Bleeding Rock? So thank you for that request, and that will go on my list as well. I think Elton John is on there somewhere, but it wasn't what you're requesting, so I'll put that on the list and it'll be a new one for Elton John. So Dave has donated $5 as well. Thank you, Dave. And the message is, David Lindley, Tash Sultans, Robin Ford, Ben Harper, all amazing live performers who may not be household names, got it to work. So thank you, Dave, and thank you for clarifying that it is working now with the comments in the super chat window as well. And we've had another donation. John has donated $10. Thank you for that, John. The message is, been watching for several months and really like your analysis videos. Have you and can you do one on Thomas Dolby sometime? Thanks from Canada. So thank you, John, for watching and for that request, and for the donation as well for $10. We've had another one underneath this, and this is from Spec, who has donated $5. Thank you for that. The message is, thank you for all you do, Phil. Love your channel. So thank you for the kind words and the donation. And Brian has donated $19.99. There's so much going on here that I can't actually talk because it's happening so quickly. Thank you, everybody in the super chat window. Brian has donated for a pizza fund. So thank you, Brian. And $19.99. Now that the pound and the dollar is getting closer, that is quite a nice amount for a pizza fund. I think actually it depends which company you go to, but sometimes the pizzas, if you're buying a large, even though I don't think I can eat a large by myself, that usually lasts me 2 or 3 days, but they are around. Sometimes a personal one is £12 or £13, which is what I go for. But if I'm really, really hungry or I'm sharing it, then a large will be covered by $19.99. Thank you so much, Brian, for that. Linda has donated again, and this is $2. Thank you for that, Linda. The message was, or is, what was on your panic purchased pizza? That is a good question. Sometimes, well, this was a ham and pineapple pizza. So it's maybe not a normal topping. I just like that for some reason. I know that theoretically ham and pineapple shouldn't really go together, but it does for my taste buds, and it's something that I like. So I have that. But more often than not, I have maybe a Texas barbecue, or sometimes, even though it's not very interesting, just a cheese and tomato, or a vegetarian pizza, sometimes with sweet corn on, that kind of stuff. So with pizza, pretty much anything goes. I do like quite a lot, but not crazy stuff, like really hot stuff. Spicy, I mean, not just hot in the oven, but I don't do well with spicy stuff because I got a really sensitive palate for that kind of thing, and it just burns my mouth out, and burns my tongue off. So I usually just go for ham and pineapple pizza. That's fine by me, or a Texas barbecue. But thank you. And maybe a pepperoni passion. And that's a Domino's pizza. I even know the names. So I'm just giving away that actually I'm not healthy at all. But thank you, Linda, for that donation. And Harlot has donated again. And this is $4.99. Thank you for that again. The message is, I panic purchased V8 juice. Do you have that in the UK? Americans will think I'm crazy. So V8 juice, I think we have that in the UK. Is it just pure juice that they have a mix of different ones that you can make or have or purchase? So I think that we have that here, and it is healthy, so it's probably good to be drinking that kind of stuff. We have had another donation from Glamgal 710. Thank you for that. The message is, and it's for $2. The message is, Phil, thanks for your musical, with a smiley face, laugh, and for being you, from Karen. Thank you, Karen, for that. And we've had another donation from Jeannie, who has donated $5. Thank you for that. The message is, just made it, Phil. Hawaiian pizza, yummy and rock. And that is its official name, Hawaiian. And it depends where you go to. I think I like the Pizza Hut version of that. If you've ever had Pizza Hut's Hawaiian, you'll know what I'm talking about, with the classic crust, because it is light and fluffy. But then sometimes when I'm feeling a little bit more hungry, I'll go for Domino's and just have those really doughy. There's a lot more substance to them. But anyway, who knew that we'd be talking about pizzas on the live stream tonight? It is something that always brings up some interesting topics. Thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. We are going to be getting into the final video of the live stream, and this live stream has just motored along, and thank you everybody for the donations and the requests as well. And I'm just going to look over to the chat room because I've just missed it. Somebody was posting pictures of pizzas, so thank you for that, whoever that was. And we have Vince in the house as well, and Vince says V8 is a vegetable juice made from 8 vegetables. So yes, I think we do have that here. It is what I was thinking of. Just quickly, a shout out to the Wings of Pegasus supporters group over on Facebook, because on Tuesday nights Vince hosts the after party over there. So you can join in with that if you want to. Just head over to Facebook and search for Wings of Pegasus supporters group. You'll find that, and then Laura will allow you in. I also almost said Tennessee Moppy will allow you in, because that is what she's known as in these here parts. But you can head over to there after this live stream if you want to, and you can post on there anytime. It doesn't have to be after the live streams. It's just that Vince does the after party thing over there, and I'm not sure if Vince does that on Saturdays. Maybe Vince can answer that in the chat room if that goes on after the Saturday live stream as well. It'll be interesting for people to know. And like I said, it doesn't really matter too much because you can post over there whenever you want to and comment and do whatever you like. But thank you everybody for joining in with that group over on Facebook, but also for your support over on Patreon. And these people at the bottom of the screen make everything possible on this channel, all of the analysis videos and the cover videos and these live streams as well. So thank you everybody, my patrons at the bottom of the screen. If you do want to get involved yourself and get your name on these live streams and be part of the channel, then you can head over to patreon.com/Wings of Pegasus, and there is a link here somewhere, and it's still working, which is good. That is the site that you can go to get involved a little bit more. And I always check the messages over there every night, because there's a direct way to contact me and message me on Patreon. So you guys who are there know how it works. Sometimes with emails especially, it takes me a long time to get through those, and with the comments on YouTube, I do try my best to keep up and read at least every one of them, and then I'll try and comment and reply to questions there. But I do make a note of all of the requests over on the analysis videos and in the comment section there. So thank you guys for all of that, but let's get rid of that. We are going to be getting into the last video of the night, and we have had a couple of donations in the super chat window, and Natural Pro 2003 has donated again, and the message is, and this is $5, thank you for that. The message is, my name is actually Orlando from the Boogie Down, Bronx. I am a hard rock fan from the city of salsa and hip hop music. So thank you for that donation. And hello, Orlando. Thanks for tuning in. And Jen has donated $2 after that as well. Thank you for that, Jen. The message is, your hair looks stellar, with a smiley face. So thank you for that, Jen, for the kind words. And if you do get a chance and you haven't yet hit that thumbs up, if you could do that, it would be massively appreciated, because it helps this channel to get out there and to grow, and for the live streams to be seen by more people. And also, just a quick shout out to everybody who has been subscribing as well, all of you guys in the live chat room, because we've passed 123,000 subscribers, which is just a crazy number. And I think maybe recently, over the last few days, we've just dangerously moved up towards 124. I don't think we're quite there yet, but we might be there by Tuesday. Who knows? Let's see. Fingers crossed. But thank you guys so much for subscribing, because it really does help these videos to get spread around a little bit. And we get some new faces on these live streams and in the live chat room. So hello to anybody in there who's joining us for the first time. And I'm sure there are lots of people in here who've been here quite a while, but they will welcome all newcomers. And again, massive shout out to the moderators as well for keeping everything under control in these live streams. But we're pretty much a good bunch here, so we don't have to worry too much about it. And Batfink is in the house as well. But let's have a look. Sammy, Phil doesn't play live. He's busy attending to the chat. Okay, so Sammy, Phil doesn't play. He's okay. I'm just trying to understand what that means. Is it Vince that you're talking about, maybe? Or maybe that's something that I've got the wrong end of the stick and I'm totally confusing everybody with what I'm saying. I'm just going to drop out, and maybe we can get Batfink to let us know exactly what he means with that comment, and let me, I'm sure you guys know what's going on, because I'm just jumping into the live chat and I can't see the conversations going on. But thank you so much everybody for tuning in tonight. We are going to be getting into the last video of the live stream, and this was requested over on Patreon again, and this was Lynn. So thank you, Lynn, for requesting this one. It is my song and video for Unwanted Stranger, and it's a lyric video as well, so you guys can watch it and read along and see what I'm singing about. But I hope you guys enjoy this one, and I'll see you guys afterwards. Rock!
Told me something about you that I didn't want to know. Look me right in the eye, and then you placed your head on my shoulder. This position that you put me in, you're on a mission to take my world from around me. Wide awake, I worry my brain. Turn over, turn over, turn over. Waiting, anticipating. Girl, come on, make up your mind. Night of passion became a nightmare. When the flood arrived, I realized what a fool I've been. You don't even know me, so how could you love me? Let alone care for this unwanted stranger. Forget about the life that I dreamed of. Turn over, turn over, turn over. Waiting, anticipating. Girl, come on, make up your mind. Repercussions and consequences.
And there we have it. That was my original song called Unwanted Stranger. And thank you for requesting that, Lynn, over on Patreon. And I've just noticed that in the corner of my screen, it's now 1 minute past 2 in the morning. So the clocks just went forward and it's now very late here in the UK. So I probably won't be going on for too much longer, just to try and balance things out and move everything the other way so that tomorrow is a seemingly almost normal day, but we will see what happens. I just want to draw your attention to the super chat window because we've had a little bit of action in there, and it's Vince who has popped in. Hello Vince, thank you for this $5 donation. And the message is, Phil, have you ever played a guitar with fanned frets? And no, I haven't, not yet. And I'm so used to the Fender and the Ibanez, you can see that I don't actually own one. Maybe somebody wants to send me one. I don't think that that's ever going to happen, but it is interesting because I've seen other players using fan frets, and I'm wondering, obviously, sometimes, you know, with the intonation on guitars, that can be something that goes out, and certainly with the fan frets, you think, well, yeah, it's going to be potentially more reliable, but obviously not having played on one, I don't really know how my technique would change, because maybe then if you get used to that, it's then going to totally change your normal playing. I don't know, but it could do. It's the same for scallop frets as well. I don't have a guitar with scallop frets, but I have played one before, and it's just a totally different way of playing that you can get used to. And there's this whole argument about whether you can play faster on scallop frets or not. I think that both standard frets and scallop frets have their pros and cons, but the only thing is that I found that when I was playing on scallop frets, that by pushing in, you can obviously change the pitch and you can vibrato like that, which is quite cool if you want to do it that way. But then if you are playing a note and you don't want to vibrato, or you might push in too hard, then you'll get a slightly sharp note of the one that you are aiming for. So pros and cons and little technique tweaks that have to be adjusted. But thank you, Vince, for that donation and for the question. And Sally has donated $5 as well. Thank you for that, Sally. And the message is, because your smile is, and a face with some hearts in the eyes. So thank you for that, Sally, and for the kind words, everybody tonight in the live chat room and also the super chat as well. I think we're going to have to, what I was just about to say, we're going to have to wrap this up, but we are looking for 3 people in the live chat room to see if we can get a thumbs up to get to 300 likes. So we will see if we can get there. And just when I'm saying this, Mario has just donated $200. So a crazy donation from Mario. Thank you so much. Everybody say hello again to Mario for that donation and for the guitar behind me. And also, he sent me an acoustic guitar, so covering acoustic and electric. Thank you, Mario, so much for that donation. Everybody say hello to Mario for this last part of the live stream. And thank you, everybody, for these donations in the super chat window tonight. Like I said, I'm going to be calling it to an end pretty soon. We have gone past the 300 likes, so thank you, everybody, for hitting that thumbs up. 306, so we've overshot with the likes. So thank you, everybody, for spiking them right at the end. And that's just a crazy total for a live stream Saturday. This is the second official one. The first one I did because of the video I did with Donal, I think it was, because I was running late and the editing had taken me all night and then all day and then all night again or something. So I then did a live stream. So anyway, this is how we end up where we are on live stream Saturdays. So thank you, everybody, for requesting this and for tuning in. And we've had a couple more donations, so thank you for just jumping in right at the end of the live stream. And it's Hardashan who has donated $5. Thank you for that. And the message is, enjoy daylight savings time! ! So thank you. I will try my best, even though I'm going to be looking at it from my room through the window and not going out into it. But thank you for that donation, and hopefully everyone can stay safe at home at the moment and just self-isolate as much as possible. And it had another donation. Natural Pro 2003 again with a $2 donation. Thank you so much for that. And the message is, will you ever tour in the US? And this is Orlando from before. And I don't know if I'll tour in the US. Hopefully in the future it will be a possibility. Obviously everything's up in the air at the moment as things stand, but we will see in the future. It could be a possibility. I think the problem is going to be that everybody is so spread out all over the world who subscribe and join in with these live streams. I think we have quite a lot of people from the USA here. And this is something that could be possible, but getting everybody in the same place in the USA, because it's quite a big place, and just doing maybe one state will be a problem for people that are in other states. So it would have to take a lot of organizing, but it could be possible in the future. Who knows where these things will take us on the channel, and especially with more and more people getting involved and joining in with the live chat room and also the comments section of the analysis videos. Who knows where we'll end up with this whole thing. But thank you so much for that donation and for all of the donations tonight and just joining me, because it's amazing to think that a few years ago I was streaming to nobody, or maybe one person or a couple of people. But thank you so much for everybody who joins in now and for watching the analysis videos, and all of you guys that support this channel by tuning in to these live streams. I really do appreciate it. And you guys in the super chat window and patrons at the bottom of the screen. Thank you everybody. So I'm going to be calling this to a halt now because it's almost 2:10 here because of the time change. I will be live streaming again on Tuesday night, and that's going to be at the same time. I'm going to set up an event, so hopefully it'll work it all out for you guys wherever you are. And the time difference, you just have to look at the notification and make sure that you get that and tick the box to be told about everything, and then you'll be able to get into the live stream on time. So thank you everybody for joining me tonight. Just a quick shout out to the live chat room to finish with. We've got Mario still in there, Jeannie, Jen, T. Larson, Rhonda, Lynn, and Linda, and Gail, and Batfink, and Sammy, and Rosemary, and KADJ, and Jeannie. Thank you guys for tuning in. And we've also got Harlot, and I can't keep up with this, Jeannie as well, and I think David, I've lost track of it, but thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight, all of you guys in that chat room, and for all of your support in these live chats, live streams. It is like a chat, but a live stream is much appreciated, and we've managed to go all the way through again, so fingers crossed that this will continue and they've managed to work out the internet problems that were happening before, and we can keep on live streaming as we have done tonight for the whole duration without any interruptions. So thank you everybody for joining me tonight and for spiking the likes. If you're watching this in the future and it's not live, you can still hit that thumbs up. It really does help the video to get out there for the live streams and also for the channel to grow as a whole. So everybody, please stay safe. Self-isolate if you can do at all costs, and don't go out because this thing is spreading and we've got to not give it the opportunity to spread. So everybody just try your best and be safe. Have a great rest of the weekend, and hopefully you can just watch lots of YouTube videos and search for some analysis videos if you want to, and there are quite a lot on there, maybe 500 or 600, so you can certainly spend a lot of time watching them if you want to. But thank you for watching them up to this point, and I'll catch you guys for the live stream on Tuesday night. And if I don't see you there, I'm always doing an analysis video on every other night of the week, and I'm always in the comment section of those videos, and I'm always on Patreon as well, so you can head over there, and everyone on Patreon knows that I check the messages and the comments and everything over there every single night. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I will see you you on Tuesday if you're around at the same time. And if I don't see you then, I'll see you the same time, the same place next week. Obviously adjusting for the time zone as it's just changed, but I'll make an event so you guys will be in the loop all the time. So thank you everybody, and I'll see you guys at the next live stream or the next analysis video. Thank you everybody in the live chat room and in the super chat window as well. So I'll catch you guys at the next one. Rock!